Hi everyone, it's Jen here over at Life Joyfully Dunn, and as promised, I'm here to chat with you guys about my journey with metastatic breast cancer and answer a few questions that I have gotten via Instagram and also YouTube. So we're gonna wait a little bit and let some folks jump on in. I see there's already 3 people here, which is great. Oh, 1 second, I gotta mute something because I'm trying to keep track of your guys's comments and stuff on this iPad because I can't read that as well. So I have it up on here, but now I don't know how to operate this thing, so I might just have to shut it down. Oh, goodness. As you guys can tell, I'm not a professional at all. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Okay, let me mute this. There, yay, I got it. All right, now we have 4 people. Yay, 4 people got to watch me like bub up, but that's life. Hey, Heidi. Hi, Princess Paula. Yeah, Paula Bell. There we go. And oh gosh, I can never pronounce your name. Let me see if I can highlight you and you can try and let me know. How do you pronounce your name? Let me know so I can start using your name. But hello. All right. Well, so while we're waiting for people, I wanted to just let you know what I plan on doing. During this live, I plan to answer the questions, obviously, because that's what this live is all about. But I'm also going to be wrapping up some of the items that we are giving out for our Magic Mail project, which if you haven't heard of it, it's something that we do year round, but especially in the month of October, where we give out magical filled packages to families that are facing difficult times. And in October, we like to send them or hand them off to folks that are dealing with metastatic breast cancer. And last year, we had so many donations for this project that we actually have leftovers. So I'm going to start wrapping up those items while we're chatting just to keep myself busy. You got to multitask. Time is limited in this life. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys what I was going to be doing so that you weren't like, what the heck is going on here, right? And it looks like we got a couple more people in here. Oh, and Princess Paula, let's see what you had to share. My mom had breast cancer. I'm sorry. How do you get through that? Well, it is a journey for sure. And some people don't like that word journey, but for me it is. Like, oh, hold on 1 second. There we go. I choose every morning to get out of bed and look for the joy in the day. I work at a warehouse which has a whole cast of people. Pardon the Disney pun. I don't work for Disney, by the way. But there's just a whole cast of people, and I've learned how to interact with every single one of them and hopefully bring them some joy during their shift. Because warehouse work is not the funnest thing in the whole wide world. So I'm glad to be able to have that outlook no matter the situation that I'm facing. And when people learn at my work what I'm going through, they just can't believe it. And a lot of them actually can't believe that I'm the age I am. So I take it all as a compliment, and I just absolutely love bringing joy to other people. So that's another reason why we started the Magic Meal Project. In 2019, we were honored with a trip to Disney World by Inherence of Hope, who kind of sparked that idea of Magic Mail for me. And I can't thank them enough. In fact, today is also what they call Holly Day. Kendra Scott, which if you've heard of that jeweler, she is donating 20% of sales to Inherence of Hope today only. So if you are interested in Kendra Scott jewelry, make sure you go check it out today. Pick up some Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, whatever, because some of that will go to Inherence of Hope, who serves people facing the death of a parent. So our kids facing the death of a parent. And it's an amazing organization. Let me take a look at some more of these comments. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm loving all the kind word, guys. So we are about 5 minutes into this live. So I think maybe I should address one of the questions that I got via, your guys' submissions. And if you guys have questions specific to my metastatic breast cancer each question that you drop will, not each question, but one entry per person for the giveaway. You just have to drop at least one question, and you will be entered. Multiple questions are also fine, but you'll only get one entry. And I will be revealing later in this live what that giveaway prize is. And if we get at least 25 questions total, which I already have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 currently. So if we get 21 more, I'm going to add some things to the giveaway. And again, just one winner though, which we will announce live on Instagram. Okay, so the first question that I got was, what was the most difficult part? Okay, so for the metastatic, when I was told that I had metastatic breast cancer, honestly, it wasn't the chemo, it wasn't radiation, it wasn't any of the treatment. Honestly, the hardest part, and forgive me if I start tearing up, but you guys can understand, right? This is an emotional thing. And the hardest part for me personally was having to tell my children that once again, mom has cancer, but this time I'm always going to have it. It's not something that we can get rid of at this point, because once you become metastatic, you have cancer for life. And I don't know if you guys know that, but I do. And is another reason why I wanted to do this live, because there's a lot of misconceptions about metastatic breast cancer. A lot of people see breast cancer and they're like, oh yeah, you're going to beat this. Metastatic breast cancer is with you for your entire life. And there are treatments, but they are limited. And once you exhaust certain treatments, there can be nothing else to try. So research is so important. If you guys have heard of different research facilities are working hard on metastatic breast cancer, I encourage you to donate to them, advertise them. I will try to put some links down in the description when this live is over of places that I have heard of, and share that with you guys, because research can save lives, obviously. So yes. Okay, let's see what Paul has to say. Yes, so metastatic breast cancer, the normal places that it spreads is the brain, lung, liver, and bones. Mine has so far only gone to my lungs, and then the additional spot, like the first spot that came to my lung the first time I was told I was metastatic, we actually did surgery and did what's called a lung wedge resection. So they cut out a pie piece of my lung to hopefully get all the cancer. That I think lasted for about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. And then I had a spot show up behind my heart along my airway. And at that point, they decided that surgery wasn't a safe option. So that's when we ended up doing radiation. And that was scary, because that was the first time I did radiation. When I had a breast cancer originally back in 2014, we did all sorts of chemo and also a bilateral mastectomy. And I also had my ovaries and my tubes removed because I had the genetic testing done, and I'm actually BRCA1 positive. So my metastatic breast cancer is from my genetics. Now, not many people's metastatic breast cancer actually comes from genetics. It's actually a very low number of people, which is, to me, that's interesting. I would think that a lot of people, that's what it would be. Sorry, I got to get a drink of water, guys. And I got it in my mug. I'm never done. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to just check what else Paula is saying here. Yeah, I try really hard. The exercise is hard for me, Paula. I know you're talking about getting exercise. We do have a lovely home gym, and my husband, if he's watching this, is like, come on, get her out there. And even my oncologist does make mention of making sure that you are staying as fit as possible, because currently I'm not on any chemotherapy, but having my body in the best shape possible when that comes is very important. I think it's what got me through the first set of chemo, because I was actually in the best shape of my life ever. Back in 2014 was when I was originally diagnosed, and I think that helped tremendously. So I've just got to you know, find the passion or the drive to get out to our gym, because we do have a lovely gym and I should be utilizing it for sure. Hey, Miss Cherie, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. All right, let's see. You got another question. Did you lose your hair with chemo? Yeah, so I did back in 2014 when I did some really rough chemo. When we did the chemo, when I became metastatic, it was a different kind of chemo. So it thinned, and it still is very thin, but I didn't lose it. I I remember when I did lose, I actually ended up losing my eyebrows as well. And those didn't come back as thick as they were. Little personal information, but I don't really have to shave my armpits anymore because that hair hardly ever comes back. I know, sorry guys. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. You ask the questions, I will give my answers for sure. Let's see. Yes, fostering dogs is such a godsend for us. Now, this latest litter has been a little rough. We actually have 2 of them left, but I just got some great news literally 10 minutes ago. My adoption coordinator let me know that 7 Dwarf Happy is now adoption pending, and I can't wait. After this live, I have to go and play with them and give them all their good night love. And so I can't be on here too long, maybe till 8 possibly. Okay. But anyway, he's adoption pending, so I get to email the potential adopter and start working out a time for them to come and meet Happy. I'm so excited for him, which means we just have Dopey, which if you guys are following our foster journey on our YouTube channel or Instagram, or even we have a Facebook group page for our foster dogs. It's called Never Done Rescuing. And the other dog is Dopey, and he's the little guy with the short legs. He's like a Dachshund, Corgi, Jack Russell, maybe? I don't know, but he's really cute. But anyway, let's see what else we got going on here. Okay. You too, Sheree. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. My legs too. I hardly ever have to shave my legs. Okay, let's get to one of the other questions that were sent via Instagram. How did you find out? Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting because when I finished up my initial treatment for my initial not metastatic breast cancer, regular breast cancer, my breast cancer was in my left breast, and because I had that genetic mutation, the BRCA1, they decided, well, they talked with me and they said that they would be willing to do the bilateral mastectomy, and also take out my ovaries and my tubes. To make it easier to receive the chemo, I was given what's called a port, and it's just a little, I don't know if you guys can see that, a little thing that's right under my skin there, and all they have to do is pop it right into the port, and that's where all of the chemotherapy is administered, and that goes directly to my heart, which sounds super scary, and it is, but that's just the way they do it, because then it can disperse it throughout your body. And back to the question. So I found out I was metastatic breast cancer, or I had metastatic breast cancer because, so 2014 original breast cancer, 2017 metastatic breast cancer. The only reason I found out that I had metastatic breast cancer was because I asked my oncologist if I could have my port removed. It'd been 3 years. I felt like, hey, I was deemed cancer-free after all my surgeries and chemo in 2014. So why am I keeping this thing under my skin that I have to go get flushed, ever so often? And she said to me, okay, well, I will allow you to have that removed. She wanted me to keep it for 5 years. But she said if I went and had a PET scan and it came back clear, that she would sign off on me getting it removed. Well, that scan is the only reason we found the spot in my lung so early. And it was rather small at the time. So I got very fortunate. And that is exactly how I found out, was because my oncologist insisted on getting the PET scan done before removing my port. And I'm so thankful to her, because who knows, had I waited longer, what could be my situation right now. So I absolutely am so thankful for her. She has since retired, but I am seeing a new doctor in her place, and she's equally as great. All right, let's see if we got any more questions in the chat before I get to the next one on here. So it's different for everybody. When I was young, because I do have actually, that's one of the questions. I do have quite a family history on my father's side of breast cancer. And so when I was in my 20s, I was talking to my doctor about getting mammograms. And he was like, you don't need that. You're so young. You don't need to do that. And I insisted. I said, no, you don't understand. And this was before I knew there was any kind of genetic testing available. I just wanted to make sure I was taking care of me so that I could be on this earth and enjoy it as long as possible. And so I insisted and ended up getting mammograms very early in life. I don't know what the official ruling is on age. I really don't. I'm sure that's an easy Google away. Oh, goodness. Oh, it looks like somebody answered for you. Yes, please go get those mammograms. A lot of places are doing like a mammogram and then they do a ultrasound as well. That's what they ended up doing for me in 2014 when they were suspicious of some of the things they were seeing. Now, back in 2014, what prompted me to go to be checked out was because I was literally having pain going up and down my stairs, just on the left side in my breast. And I'm like, that is so weird. And it really, honestly, again, if there's people here that are a little squeamish, I'm sorry, but it felt like I had to breastfeed. If you have ever breastfed children, you know what I'm talking about. And it was terrible. And there was a big knot. And like I said, I was in the best shape of my life. So my husband had wondered, well, maybe it's just like a muscle thing. But I really felt deep inside of me that something wasn't right. So I ended up going to my, I believe, gynecologist, and he then recommended me to go see the breast surgeon. And then from there, after I visited them, like it was one day of just test after test. They were like, do you think you want to go out and get lunch and come back and we can do this ultrasound thing? And they did. I stayed, like I said, at least 4 hours or something. It was a process, but I could tell by the way they were acting that I needed to stay and get this done. And when they called me, I think that was on a Tuesday, and they called me on a Friday and said that it wasn't what we were hoping. It is breast cancer. And then from there, we got started right away on chemo. And we did chemo first, actually, which for some people, I don't know about you, Cherie, did you do chemo first or surgery first? What did you end up doing? Yes, and it does depend. Like if you have family history, that's all the more reason to start getting things looked at right away. But Cherie, let me know, did you do chemo or surgery first? I'm glad you're okay, Paula. Yeah, but the ultrasound that they did when they were checking me for regular breast cancer, they ended up doing a ultrasound guided biopsy right then and there. So I was, like I said, I was there for like 4 hours or something. It was quite the ordeal, but you know, these are necessary steps to make sure that you get the treatment you need the soonest possible. I'm a big advocate for it's better to know and get treated than not know and have it get worse, you know, like, because I know some people, like, yes, I get scan anxiety. There's like a term they use for that they kind of mush that together. But anyway, I do get a little worried, but then I have to always tell myself I need to know so that I can make the decisions and choices so that I can stay here as long as possible and be here for my kids and family and friends. So I just, you know, go to my happy place, pretend I'm at Disney, sitting in Epcot, having a nice drink or something, you know, while I wait and get that testing done. And yeah, just surround myself with, you know, our community has been really supportive of me. And if bad news comes, I know I've got people that'll be behind me, including all of you, of course. All right, so let's see. I know I just, hey, Elizabeth, you're here. Oh, goodness. So I'm going to get to the next question from the Instagram post I had made. We did I did explain how some of my family members, it's actually only been females on my father's side, which I'm not sure how common that is. Geneticists seem to think it, or from what I remember, which my memory, vouch for me guys that have had chemo, your memory just, it's gone. So anyway, I believe the geneticist said that it's more common for it to be on the mother's side. So I don't know. I'm I don't know. You see, I can't even talk now. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that there's not a lot of people like me. I also am triple negative, which just means my cancer isn't fueled by hormones, which also lessens the options for chemotherapy. There are several options for suppressing hormones and all of that, but that's just not an option because I'm triple negative. Now, something else you might not know is that when the cancer comes back in different spots, it can become a different subset. Like I could end up with HR positive, HER2 negative. I don't even know the terms and I should, but because I'm triple negative, I really don't focus on them. But yeah, so another fact for y'all. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are chit-chatting in the comments there. I love it. Yes, I did the Red Devil as well, Cherie. Oh, and it sounds like my family is home. Okay. All right. 6 months. Wow. For 6 months. So you only kept your port for 6 months, Cherie? All right. Next question on here. Do you have a large family that was able to help you with the process? So my family is spread all throughout the country. We don't have family local. Now, blood family. Okay. We have a great, like I said earlier, community that supports us. When I was going through chemo and stuff, if I needed help getting the kids, there were people that were always stepping up. I had a spreadsheet at one point because I forget what year it was, but I went to Hawaii to meet up with Eric because he was there for work. So I went there and met up with him just to kind of have some he and I time when he wasn't working, and we had a whole slew of people that signed up to take the kids here and there and everywhere. So I'm very thankful for the community in our area that stepped up to fill in those spots when our family couldn't fly out and help. So yeah, not a huge fan. Hey, Ashana Claire, good to see you, my love. All right, we got 9 in the chat now. Wow, big party here, guys. Oh, I'm glad your memory is good, Paula. Hey, Alex.
Hi.
You want to come say hello to everybody?
Hi.
I don't know if you guys can hear him. Oh, hubby's here too.
I can't go down there. It's alive. I'm like, it's your house. It's not your fault.
Yeah, and I told them you guys just got home. Yeah, Alex just got done with football practice and Alyssa just got done with work. Eric went and got them for me so I could be here for you guys. So that is the last question on the ones that I got prior to the live. So if you guys can, they're saying hi, Alex. But if you guys have more questions, please drop them in the comments because again, you will be entered for the giveaway that has to do with this live. So yeah, and I just realized I haven't even started wrapping any of these magic mail items that were donated. I'm too busy chatting with you guys, but look at all these lovely things that we got last October time. We had some leftovers and they are going to be put to use for this month for some more Metastatic families. This year, I do have some that I'm going to mail, but I'm also going to look to partner with the hospital that I got my chemo done through and see if I can drop off some boxes for those families as like a little fun surprise after they're done with their chemotherapy for the day. They have a whole program there, so I can't imagine they wouldn't want this because when I was getting chemo there, they had like little bags with scarves, hats that people made, lotions, like just little goodies. So I think that it would be a perfect match with our Magic Mail project. So, we love you guys too. Yes, we are all definitely Ohana for sure. Yes. But if you guys have more questions, drop them. If not, I'll just chat about whatever. I mean, I can tell you a little more about my journey if you'd like. I made these shirts shortly. Were these made right after I became Metastatic and I sold those? I don't know. Anyway, I made shirts of several different designs, and a lot of the local people to me did purchase them, as well as family from Washington State and friends.
It wasn't the first time.
No, when I became Metastatic.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear Eric, but he's chit-chatting with me. Okay. Jean Claire, let's put your question up there. My question is, how did people respond to the news initially, and were there ways you wish people... Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. So...
You're thinking about how to answer that one. Facebook answer, you're thinking about it.
No, it's definitely a tough one. It is tough to know how to support people in a situation like mine, because for me personally, you're gonna beat this doesn't work, because as I mentioned earlier in the live, metastatic breast cancer doesn't go away. So, and for me, it's not a fight. I'm thriving with this cancer. I'm choosing to do my best and get out of bed and try to be happy, even though the kids are driving me crazy, you know. So, Jean Claire, I am going to chat with a few of my fellow metastatic breast cancer friends and get some ideas together, and maybe that's something I can post on Instagram, or I can message you personally as well. But if there are other people that would like some information about that, I can absolutely share it publicly. I have no problem with that. I'm sure it's come up for other people in the past, and I'm happy to help with that, because it is a tough conversation. You know, I personally would have loved, and I did hear, just people say, if you need anything, let us know. And if you see them struggling with something in particular, like for me, I was having trouble when I was going through chemo and stuff like that, trying to be everything. And so to have someone offer a specific thing they can help with allowed me to say yes. Because when you just say, oh, just let us know what you need, it's hard to be like, well, XYZ. You know, if someone offers something specific that they are able to do, that's so helpful. Because then I don't feel like I'm putting someone out, like I'm not making things hard for them. No, I guess that sounds silly, but it's the truth. And what was very helpful when I was going through treatment and stuff is a lot of our community put together gift card like tree things. So when we weren't feeling well, we were exhausted, we would just order up some Papa John's, or, you know, someone would swing by Outback to go. You know, that was immensely helpful during treatment times, for sure. And then just helping with the kids is huge, because that's just one less thing. And, you know, it's not just the person with the cancer that needs the break, the whole family, honestly. Like, I know the kids really enjoyed going to one of my friend's house and being able to jump in the pool and just be kids and not be kids with a mom with cancer. Whew, that's gonna get me going. But you know what I mean? Like, and my husband just needing a break from the stress of being a husband to a person with cancer. You know, it's just everybody, not just the person with cancer, needs that like help, that break. And that's something that Inheritance of Hope, which I spoke about earlier, really pushed and you know, brought to light for a lot of folks that maybe didn't realize it. So again, Inheritance of Hope, love you guys. All right, I'm gonna scroll back through these comments, guys, because I was talking and about to cry. So all righty, let's see. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody's questions, for sure. Oh, sorry, Paula. I know it's a tough conversation, but like honestly, I would rather chat about it, answer your guys' questions, so that you have more information. Because like I said, not a lot of people realize what metastatic breast cancer is and what it means for that individual. It's forever treatments, it's forever cancer. You know, I will never be without it. And that's scary. I don't know if you guys know, but the survival rate for metastatic breast cancer is not long. And I have surpassed that point, that number that is out there with the data. And I'm so thankful to be able to be here and, share that information with you guys, because when I was first diagnosed, I wasn't sure that I would see Alyssa graduate. And she's graduating this year from high school. And it's just, it didn't really hit me till one of my good friends said something to me about that while we were out for breakfast together. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you are right. That happens this year. And I'm so, so thankful to be able to see it happen. I'm so, so thankful. And, Alex is now a freshman in high school. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I'm so glad that I get to say that I get to see it. So I'm gonna look again. I'm trying to stop with the tears. I'm so sorry, guys. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, choose joy every single morning. Goodness. Well, do you guys have any other questions? Sorry that you might be hearing chit chat in the background there. If you are interested in helping out with our Magic Mail project that, again, we do throughout the year, I haven't posted videos of people opening their items like I did last October, because honestly, the folks that I've sent to or handed off to haven't wanted to do videos, and I don't pressure people to do it. I just say, hey, if you would like to, I'd love to see it. I did have, I think, 2 people send me videos, but they didn't want me to share them on YouTube, which I totally respect. Not everybody wants to be out there in the world. So no problem. And if you are out there watching this and you have metastatic breast cancer, or your family's going through a rough time, please reach out to us via the email address, which will be down in the description, or on our Instagram, which is just at LifeJoyfullyDunn, DUNN. And we will chit chat and see what we can do to help you guys out, because everybody deserves joy, right, guys? Yeah, that is another thing people did. We did get several meals brought to our house, which was very nice as well. The only thing that I had trouble with was getting people's dishes back to them, whether it be plastic or ceramic or something. So if you are doing that, I highly recommend putting it in something that they can just toss out or reuse themselves. Or if you do put it in something nice, maybe something they can just keep, something you got at the Dollar Tree, maybe. It was just one of those things that kind of I was just like, oh no, I've got to make sure I get this back. And honestly, I do have somebody's dish still. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's been 33 minutes already. I'm having so much fun with you guys. So what kind of items do we need? Honestly, this last October, I don't know if you helped out with that too, Jean-Claire. We did movies, a blanket, a snack, a game. We are trying to do similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down in the description a link to a wish list, and then you can just pick from there. Also, helping with postage is also nice. Sorry, this is one of my nervous tics. If you guys see me pulling on my ear, that's just one of those things that I do, and it's a nervous tic. I'm sure you all have something like that. But anyway, yeah, if you would like to help, definitely postage help is very much desired. Items, like I said, movies, game, blanket, and then snacks. We did popcorn and candy last time so that it would go with the movie theme. I'm open to any kind of snacks, to be honest with you. Fruit snacks, anything, but I will put together a list and put it down in the description by tomorrow, and then those that are on the live right now, I can send them to you via email or Instagram or Facebook, because a lot of you I know very well. But if I have not contacted you in the past, please reach out to me on Instagram if you'd like to help, because I don't want to miss you. All right, Paula. So is it best to keep asking if they need help or just wait till they reach out to us with specific requests for help with cancer? So me personally, if you offer a specific help, or even just like organizing a meal train or something like that, that is so helpful. For me, I think people just kind of played it by ear or spoke to with my husband. So maybe that's a good tip, is to talk to the person's significant other and just say, hey, you know, open line of communication. You feel like she needs anything or you need anything, let me know. I don't think it hurts to ask if they would like help. But that's me personally. Not everybody might be like that. So I will take all the help in the world. Right, Eric?
But when need help is when people take the kids somewhere.
Yeah, I was talking about that. He was just saying, I don't know if you guys heard him, but he was saying it when people would take the kids to do an activity so that like both of us as parents could just have a little break. Like I said, my one friend, they went to her house and they got to play in the pool. They went other places too, right?
Yeah, like events like I think Casey took them.
Yeah, and
just to get them to go out and do normal things.
Yeah, just so that they can get out and be normal kids. Like I said, like go to the movies. You know, that is absolutely such a huge help. Let the kids be normal. You know. All right, let's see. That sounds amazing. I would appreciate it. I definitely will. See, I've got such a huge community. I love you guys, and you know, I've got the local community as well, but our YouTube family keeps growing and growing. In fact, we are 7 subscribers away from 800. I know. I actually took the subscriber count off of our YouTube channel because I didn't want people just to subscribe because of the count. I want people to subscribe because they enjoy the content. They want to follow our family and our journey, and you know, they find value in what we're putting out there. I don't want people just to subscribe because then they're not really getting value if they don't enjoy it, right? So if you know people that would enjoy what we do here, definitely share our channel with them. That would be so great. And just tell them, hey, don't feel like you have to subscribe. Just if you like their videos, go for it. But no pressure whatsoever. And that's why I don't do giveaways that say, hey, when we reach the subscriber count, and I don't even require you to be a subscriber to be in a giveaway, because like I said, I want people here that want to watch the content and get value from it. This channel was started as a place for our family to create legacy videos. If you're newer to our channel, you might not have heard that term. It's another Inherent of Hope term. And our very first one that we made was on that retreat that they gave us to Walt Disney World. And that was a tough one, right, Eric?
Yeah, because we weren't ready for it.
Yeah, they gave us like a list of questions that people typically want to know after their loved one has passed, like things that they wish they had known. And I cried reading that list. It was a very hard video to make, but my husband, being the amazing person he is, he helped me through it, and he made it more of like a talk show of sorts, where he would ask me the question and then I would give the answer, and I cried probably through the whole entire thing, but it was important to do, and it jump started what we got going here. I mean, it did take me, I think, it took me a while to actually jump onto YouTube and put this stuff out here, but I really think that the kids are going to be able to look back on this. My friends and family are going to be able to look back on all these videos and, you know, hopefully laugh and smile. You know, I hope that they enjoy it for sure. Jean-Claude, are you talking about the wish list? Let me know and I will answer you. I think that's what you're talking about. Whew. I'm thinking about making some more shirts, possibly. And Jean-Claire, I know I owe you something as far as a design. I'm sorry. life's been a little bit busy. I actually really enjoy making designs. I made one for the rescue as well, which I'm excited about. Yeah, no, definitely movies are nice. I'm pretty sure everybody has a DVD player, or you can actually play DVDs and Blu-rays in the gaming systems, right, dear?
Yes, but I mean, honestly, if people going through something, if you can get them subscriptions to like streaming services, like short ones, so that way they're getting treatment or they're at home. They don't have to worry about getting out because they can get stuff a lot quicker.
Wow. So my husband had a new idea that I hadn't thought of, like maybe getting, I know what's a DVD. My husband was talking about maybe paying for somebody's like a streaming service for however many months or whatever. Like what are some of the ones, dear?
Well, I mean, you can do Disney Plus.
Oh, Disney Plus.
You could do Amazon, for Prime Video. You could do HBO Max, any of those.
Yeah. So like, I'm sure, I don't know if you all have cable, like DirecTV or whatever, but there are a lot of streaming services, Disney Plus, which I'm sure a lot of you know of.
We don't even have cable.
I know we don't have cable out here because we live out in the sticks, but there's lots of streaming services that could possibly be beneficial to somebody that's going through chemo, doesn't really want to get out of bed. So that's a good one. Thanks, dear.
Sure, I'm all about staying in bed.
Things. Oh no, okay. The things loved ones wanted to know. I don't know how I must have missed the earlier one. I'm not really sure what you're saying, Jean-Claire, and I'm really sorry. Oh, I definitely will, Elizabeth. I just talked with you on Instagram, so I'll definitely send you a message. Ooh, yeah, that would be great. Like I said, I will put the Amazon link down in the description when I'm all done, for sure. Yeah, my other thought was possibly giving out gift cards to some of the recipients, like especially ones that are going through chemo, the ones that I want to drop off at my local hospital, because driving back and forth for chemo obviously eats up gas, and we all know how the gas prices are. So I was also looking into possibly doing something like that. So I will get together a list of different gas stations around here. If anybody's interested in donating like a $25 gift card to a gas station, that could be something really easy and simple to do for these boxes, especially for the local people. Okay, I'm so sorry, Jean-Claire, that I wasn't understanding this thing. I was asking what kind of things were on the list of things loved ones wanted to know as part of the reason you started the channel. Oh, okay.
Like what kind of questions? So that'd be like, where have you met?
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Those kind of
Gotcha. Hubby's helping me out. Okay, so yeah, like I wish I still had it, and I'm sure I have it somewhere. But things like where did you meet your significant other? What was your child's first word? Like what are some other ones, dear?
What was their favorite toy?
Yeah, like things that you remember about your children, funny things that they may have done that you could share, like stories that they wouldn't remember as an adult, things that maybe weren't caught on videotape, things that they would find funny or find joy in.
Things you would say to embarrass them when they get older.
Things you would say to embarrass them, yes. And I think I did share a few things in the video that we made.
Sure.
Gosh, the story of their birth was one of them. What?
Alex even answered the flow beat.
Oh, yeah, there was a Flow-B commercial on when I was in labor with Alex. You know, the vacuum hair cutting thingamajigger. I don't know if you guys remember that. But yeah, I actually can get the list from Inheritance of Hope because I have shared it with other families that are going through metastatic breast cancer, and they were willing to share it with me. So I will definitely find it, and I'm sure I could get permission to share it on on social media. So I will definitely do that. And I will email it to you, Ajana Claire, since you wanted to know about it. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, I love putting the joy out there in the world, and I'm happy to whoever gets to watch it, even if they aren't interested in subscribing. If they just are a casual watcher, that's fine. You know, hopefully they, like I said, are getting some joy out of our videos. And speaking of that, we do have some things coming up for December. We are doing Hanukkah swaps with several of our Disney YouTube friends, and we are participating in every single swap of that. So 8 days in a row, we will have videos. If you guys have stuff that you would like us to do, like as far as video wise, some ideas, we are definitely welcome to it. We are still sharing our foster adventures. And if you guys did not see, I don't know if you guys know what the dodo is, but they do a lot of great animal fun content, and they did a video on our Disney Muppet litter. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. We actually have a video on our channel of us watching it and our reaction to it. So check it out for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, fitness content. Hubby says lots of fitness content. Now you missed it. One of the people watching were saying about, you know, eating healthy and exercising.
Yeah, there we go. Nailed it.
He loves you for that, for sure. Goodness. Oh my goodness. So I don't know how many questions we got total, but let me see. We are at 46 minutes, and at 8 o'clock, I got to go and take care of the puppies because, like I said in the beginning of this video, we do have 2 foster puppies left, and they need some exercise so that they will sleep nicely tonight. So I'm going to give you guys a peek at the first item that's part of the giveaway, which is Disney dog socks. Now, I got these at the outlet up in Lancaster by us. Excuse me, and got a great deal on them. In fact, I plan to go up there on Saturday. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I find up there, like in real time, I have a Instagram group or chat that I have people in, and I post pictures of what I've found. And then people, if they would like any of those items, just let me know, and I will try and snag them for you. I only charge like it's either $10 shopper fee or 20% of the total, but I don't mark up the actual items. I'm not sure if they still are having the additional 30% off of the clearance, but if they are, there are some heck of a deals out there for sure. And these Disney dog socks were one of them. Let's see. Yes, I love your puppy. A sleepy puppy is a happy puppy. That's all I gotta say. All right. Yeah, see, you and my husband are on the same wavelength with these streaming services for sure. Yeah, any kind of gift card, I think, especially ones where people don't actually have to leave their home, would be great for metastatic breast cancer families, because sometimes it is just exhausting to even get in the car, especially when you're getting in the car several times to go for chemotherapy or radiation. I actually had to go have all my radiation done out in Baltimore area, which is not a terrible drive, but when you have to go so many times, it's exhausting. And yeah, I'm not a fan of cities, so I didn't really like going, but I had to go there because of a specific machine they wanted to use. So you do what you got to do, right? Alrighty. Well, guys, we got about 10 more minutes. Something I was going to add, sorry guys, to the giveaway, if we get enough questions, remember I'm trying to get at least 25 questions, were these 2 wishables. These are from the Dumbo series one. If you guys didn't see Alyssa and I open these up, it was a disaster. Yeah, it was a disaster. We'll put it that way. And if you guys want to see how that shook out, make sure you check out that video. It is one of our more recent ones. So if you just go to our channel and then look through, like just hit videos, I think is the tab, it'll be on there. You'll see Wishables, Dumbo. The bags look like this. And look at this, whoop, look at that steel. Look at that price that I got it for. Just, well, actually less than $9.98 because it was, I think I got 10% off of these ones because they weren't doing the extra 30 when I got those, I don't think. So, yeah. Yeah, puppies are interesting for sure. And I don't think we will be having any more puppies in this house. We've got our Great Dane, Chihuahua, and a Collie mix, and a Shepherd mix, and I think that's plenty for us. I'm so happy that so many of you were able to come out and watch this live today. I'm gonna just pick up my whatchamacallit thing here because I had pulled up on the MetaViber Research and Support Inc. Facebook page. They've been posting stats or just little things about metastatic breast cancer every day this month, and there were a few that I found interesting. Like, I don't know how many of you know this, but men can also get metastatic breast cancer or breast cancer itself. Some people that I told that to were actually shocked, and so I just thought I'd throw that out there and let you guys know that as well. Okay, yeah, and then I was talking about how most people don't get it from family members, and this stat said that only about 10% of cases of breast cancer are hereditary or caused by inheriting abnormal genes from either parent. And so I'm part of that 10%. Isn't that crazy? Just 10%. Wow. And they say in the US, about 1 in 400 people have a BRCA1 or BRCA2 mutation. And I'm the BRCA1, triple negative. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to get back. There we go. And we have about like 8 more minutes. So if you guys don't mind, I'll just share some more of these facts that they put out. Because, like I said, I really wanted you guys to learn a little bit about metastatic breast cancer and my journey in that. And here's one thing, because I know we were discussing like the proper things to say to people in these kind of situations and stuff. And one of the things that I try to avoid saying about myself is the whole battle thing. I think I mentioned this earlier. I like the term that I'm, and also survivor, because for me, I like the term thriver. So that is what I use when I talk or type. I even made myself a shirt that says thriver. That is the term that I like to use, because that's what I'm doing. I'm thriving with an incurable cancer, and that's how I like to look at it. That is what I do. Let me see if I can find another good one on here. Yeah, we talked about how treatment never ends and where it can be fine. Okay, how about this one? It says 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. In 2022, an estimated 287,850 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women, and 2,710 cases will be diagnosed in men in the United States. It is estimated that 41,537 women and 510 men in the U.S. will die from metastatic breast cancer this year. This year, okay? So that is 115 lives lost every single day. 115 every day to metastatic breast cancer. Yeah. So let's pick something sunny to talk about for the last 6 minutes. I, again, am just so thankful for all of you to join in this live. I appreciate all of you, and we will be giving this away live on Instagram. I forget the date, but it is in the description. Eric, anything to add?
Yeah.
No.
We talked about a variety of things.
Yeah. What was the most helpful to you when I was going through treatment and stuff?
As a husband, as a parent, as someone not going through, which one?
How about one for each?
As a husband, I like the support group stuff they had.
Come closer so they can hear you. Sure. You don't have to necessarily get on camera.
That'd be a bad idea. As a husband, the support stuff that the hospital had was really cool. Because for me, I cared about education and understanding, so that really helped a lot. As a dad, like I said before, letting the kids get out and do things. In general, the person not going through with it, the meal prep was awesome, because that was great.
Right. That helped a lot. The meal train stuff that people did,
yeah. Took a lot of pressure and stress.
I think that's where the gift cards to different restaurants came into play too, because if they didn't have time to make something, they gave us a gift card.
Yep, and that worked really well.
Cool. Thank you, dear.
Sure.
All right, so then you had a little more input there from somebody else besides me. That's okay. Yep, be sure to watch it from the start, bud. It's good to see you. And if you want to enter the giveaway, you need to drop a question. This gentleman right here won our last 2 giveaways. Can you believe that? Yeah, the wishables are super cute for sure. But we don't need how many we got in the video. For sure. Oh goodness. Again, thank you guys. I didn't wrap anything, so I'm gonna have to do this at some point very soon. But again, the wish list, I will definitely share that. The list of questions that Inheritance of Hope shared with us when we made our very first video, I will definitely also grab that for you guys. If there's anything else or any, I guess anything else you want to share, be sure to comment it, reach out via Instagram. Again, Life Joyfully Done. Our email is also very easy, lifejoyfullydone@gmail.com. Any of those ways of communicating with us is absolutely fine by me. And I'm just double checking the comments here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I'm glad that you found it informational, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and Paula, thank you so much for all your support with the Magic Mail projects as well. Several, I would say everybody in here has contributed to our Magic Mail project, and I appreciate it. No problem, Lejana Claire. Again, if you guys have more questions, please drop them. Even after the live, if you think of something later, drop them. It will count for an entry, but also it will help educate the other people that are going to be watching this later. And that is super important to me. I really, really appreciate everybody, and I love you all. I think we are through. Just short of an hour, but thank you guys. Really appreciate. Oh, hold on. There's another comment. Let's make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, thanks. I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and get going and go take care of these puppies. I appreciate y'all staying for the whole entire thing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. End. Here we go.